a huge eye slowly opened. The boy suddenly understood. It turned out that the town where they lived for generations is actually in the belly of a giant tortoise, and these people who have lived here for generations, but because of his own ignorance, he almost killed him. The man's family lives in a small town surrounded by mountains, self-sufficient despite difficult conditions, but there are still a few people who are dissatisfied with the status quo. Try to get out of the beyond the mountains. They all failed. One of the most representative, it is the father of the male protagonist. One day he took his son to a cave. A plant that makes light was discovered. Xiao Shuai reached out to touch it, curious that it was padded by the energy on the plant. Next second, mountain hole begins to crumble. Xiao Shuai follows. Rolling stone falls into the crisis. Big Strong tied up a bunch. Rope. Save him from death. Saved in hand. But although Xiao Shuai's life was saved, the experience just now left him with lingering fears. You see the end of the mountains ahead. As long as you turn over the big and strong dream, as a result, Xiao Shuai retreated. He said that this kind of electric fruit, the future of small towns, no need to venture to the other side of the mountain. The father and son had a disagreement due to differences. The other expedition members also supported Xiao Shuai's decision. In desperation, Daizhou had to point, leave the South Needle to Xiao Shuai, walk alone into the depths of the mountains. However, he never came back. In the blink of an eye, the past 25 years, Xiao Shuai already has a vast farm. With the seeds of electric fire he brought back from his expedition, became the most beautiful person in the town. Like what electric fruit gas station, electric fruit billboard, as big as transportation, small to daily life. Electric fruit is more than just a plant. It is an energy source that meets people's daily needs. With the increasing application of electric fruit, a statue was erected of the father and son, but it didn't last. This day, Xiao Shuai's family was preparing dinner. Suddenly, there was a burst of shaking mountain shade. It turned out to be Demai, the previous expedition late night visit. He brought bad news. The electric fruit in the eastern region began to wilt wide. At this speed, it won't take a month. All electric fruits will cease to exist. To save the electric fruit, Xiao Shuai decides to find out with Demei. On the way, Demei talked in detail about the pattern. From the surface, up, look, it's thousands of plants. But deep underground, their roots are attached to the same organism, therefore they also dedicated. The door was dug thousands of meters into the ground. But here's what's unexpected. During the excavation process, it was actually a much broader story emerges, and the purpose of their visit is to find the root cause of the harmful electric fruit. As the spaceship slowly steps into the pit, everything around it changes as well. The first thing you see are countless electric valley root systems. Just when Xiao Shuai was amazed by it, they were attacked by a strange bird attack. The driver was unfortunate. Difficult. The spacecraft sank deeper and deeper without the pilot. They accidentally fell into a colorful world. Xiao Shuai and Gozichu, he was thrown out. Strange that they actually survived unscathed. But the world in front of him refreshed his cognition. Those strange creatures he has never seen, but he doesn't know it yet. I have been. A creature is being targeted. Xiao Shuai is about to go forward and unexpectedly, Xiaolin called a helper. I saw him reaching countless tentacles. Don't just come to Xiao Shuai. Crisis. One hairy monster fell from the sky. Spray. Firearms helped him defuse the crisis. Hi, hello, You're in the presence of the one. The younger. It turned out to be Xiao Shuai's long-lost father. It turns out that after Da Zhuang and Xiao Shuai accidentally fell here, he knew it was impossible to return to the ground. I'm gonna try it underground, but was blocked by a sea of overlooking. So he was trapped in this strange world, sleeping for 25 years. Da Zhuang looked at his son in front of him. I thought I was hallucinating. He once suspected that Xiao Shuai was a strange stone, until Xiao Shuai took out the compass left to him back then. Da Zhuang believes everything is real. Father and son walk and talk, tell each other what happened over the years. I learned that Xiao Shuai came with the expedition team in a spaceship. Da Zhuang looked very excited, because you can fly through that corrosion. The sea. But Xiao Shuai insists that the electric fruit is the future of the town. Xiao Shuai accidentally stepped on a strange creature, fell directly into the monster. Big Zhuang wanted to see how he made a fool of himself. Instead, I saw a card. He quickly rescued Xiao Shuai. He asked Xiao Shuai who it belonged to. Uncle Xiao Shuai belongs to his own son. Zhuang couldn't believe he had become a grandfather. He didn't get excited. Ride the monster and go non-stop to find the grandson. At this time, Xiao He is also wanted to sneak out to find his father, but accidentally walked into a cave. A strange figure suddenly appeared on the wall. It is Xiaolan who bullied his father before, but Xiao Hui is not like Xiao. Born with an adventurous heart, he warmly went to greet Xiaolan. Sure enough, Xiaolan also... This is to punish Xiao Shuai for throwing him against the wall. Then Xiaolan took out the handkerchief that robbed his father. Little Black was overjoyed at the past. I guess Xiaolan is going to take herself to find it. They came out of the cave. Come to Yichuan Great. After some inquiries from Xiaolan, finally know the whereabouts of Xiao Shuai. Xiaolan happily came to tell Xiaohei, but accidentally touched the electric fruit. Xiaolan's arm was instantly burned. Seeing this, Xiaohei hurriedly threw away the carefully bandaged his wound. It is precisely because of his act of kindness. Let them escape death again and again. Just then, a group of giant creatures came towards them. Little Blue tried to stop it, but to no avail. Seeing that Xiaohei is about to devour it, Big Zhuang carries the flamethrower and things come. With the help of Grandpa, they jumped on a flying fish bridge, but the monster behind still refuses to give up. Da Zhuang can only use spray. Firearms blew the bridge, but in the next second, the flying fish bridge will be reorganized. The monster behind caught up again. Time for a... crisis. Xu Shuai's wife and Demei appeared in time, but there were way too many of them. They were soon surrounded by monsters. This is Xiaolan reminding Xiao. Black fruit. Little Black, do it quickly. It worked wonders. Monster 1. Time can't move. Several people seized the opportunity and finally escaped. Seeing that the electric fruit withered more and more seriously, people regrouped and continued to march deeper. The scenery along the way is breathtaking, but they don't have time to appreciate. Soon they reach the Sea of Overlooks. As Da Zhuang said, the acid of the overlooking sea can overlook everything. Fly. It's too dangerous for the boat to pass through. Just when everyone was at a loss, Xiaolan came to the bow. After his simple exchange, countless little bugs fly to the bottom of the spaceship, and they carried them in their tiny little bodies. I didn't wait for a few people to breathe a sigh of relief. Encountered an attack. This time, there are more monsters. With previous experience, Xiao Shuai directly moved a box of stores towards the monster lost in the past. But Xiao Shuai, to farm all year round. I have long forgotten those adventurous skills, so my father taught me by example. Xiao Shuai will soon integrate with the cooperation of father and son. Defeated the monster in minutes. After this, father and son also let go. A father who has always been strong. Speak your mind. You see if I better explore. My whole life. Even though it cost me everything. You... Old. Change now. Soon, everyone arrived at their destination, and I discovered something that was quite bizarre. The root system of electric fruit grows very strong. It is the complete opposite of the withered electric fruit just on the ground. Bunch of red, the colorful birds attack. But they attacked not a spaceship, it's the bony heart. Xiao Shuai finally understands. Why did the electric fruit on the ground wither? It turned out that he was trying to concentrate his energy to after figuring it out. Xiao Shuai quickly put electric fruit smashed into powder, injection flamethrower, then sprinkle like pesticide that wipes out these creatures, and everybody laughed. Start mass production of flamethrowers. At this time, Xiaolan found Xiao, tell him not to do it. Although Xiaohei did not understand Xiaolan's intentions, but he doesn't want to kill these creatures either. I also quarreled with my father about this. Little Black jumped on the flying fish bridge in a fit of anger. I want to walk away. Father chased ashore. Hey, what is this all about? You, Dad, you. Assume I'll follow in your footsteps, but you never ask me what I wanted. You're a key. You don't know what you want. I know I don't want to be you. Little Black's rebellion reminds little Shuai of himself. Why doesn't he want to be with his father? What about the opposite person? However, he became like his father. Just then, Little Black discovered they accidentally came to the other side of the mountains. But there's nothing here but a piece of Wang Yang. Suddenly, the earth shook behind him. A huge eye slowly opened. Little Black instantly understood. It turned out that the town where they lived for generations is actually in the belly of a giant tortoise. And the strange creatures they had seen before, it's actually the immune system of the giant tortoise. The red balloons are the alveoli. Flying fish bridges are red blood cells. The most dangerous corrosive seed is stomach acid. It doesn't look like Dianguo's heart was attacked, but the electric fruit is attacked the heart of a giant tortoise. Realized the seriousness of the matter. Father and son hurried back to stop the crowd. Xiao Shuai's father was the first to walk. He insisted on seeing it with his own eyes. And other reasons. The long-term benefits of electric fruits. I ignored Xiao Shuai's words in vain. They arrested their family. Fortunately, the dog was left outside, but he doesn't seem to have learned to open the door. Keep licking the door lock with your tongue. The crucial moment depends on, I wanted to stop him, but I saw the crack in the door drilled out. After several people escaped, rushed to help the immune system. but the skin of the electric fruit is too hard. Shoshui, I can't even try my best to shake the throat. Then Dazhuang came out of the darkness. It turned out that when he was about to reach the exit, but I found a family on the ground. Photo of Senku. Daejong suddenly realized, my legacy is in those mountains. It's... you... With the concerted efforts of father and son, finally opened a gap. The immune system is flooding in. Soon the electric fruit was wiped out. The family finally saved the giant tortoise. But at this time, it's terrifying here, because the giant tortoise's heart has stopped beating. It seems they are still one step too late. Suddenly, one by one, the regeneration of Yingzi, the green room completely covers the heart. With their help, the giant tortoise's heart has finally returned to normal. Xiaoshui wants to satisfy his father's wish. Before leaving, I decided to take him outside to have a look. Except for those big moving eyes, only the boundless Wang Yang is left. However, Dazhuang didn't care anymore. As long as the family can live happily together, that's enough.